of the number from 1 to 9. You can see the last digit of each square I have marked in different color. This color signifies something. If square of number ends with 1, then the square root will end with either 1 or 9. If the square root of the number ends with 4, then the square root will end with 2 or 8. If the square ends with 9, then square root will end with 3 or 7, and so on. So let's try to find out the square of 2116. What I'm going to do, I'm going to divide my answer into two parts. Let's say part 1 and part 2. As you can see, this number ends with 6. The possible values of part 2 would be either 4 or 6, because the number is ending with 6. So I will write the possible values here. So my answer ends with either 4 or 6. Let's try to find out the part 1. To find out part 1, what I'm going to do, I'm going to ignore these two digits. Last two digits, I'm going to consider the rest of the number, which is 21. What I'm going to do, I'm trying to fit this 21 between two square number. So basically, if you can see, 21 falls here between 16 and 25. So 4 square, so 21, 4 square is less than 21, which is less than 5 square. So always take the lower digit, which is 4. So 4 is first part of my answer, which is fixed. Now to determine the second part, whether it is 4 or 6, what I'm going to do, I'll take this 4 and I'm going to multiply it by the next consecutive digit of the 4, which is 5. So 4 into 5 is 20. Now what we are going to do, compare this 20 with this 21. So basically 21 is greater than 20. Since 21 is greater, you are always going to take the greater digit in these two, 4 and 6. So the greater number is 6. So basically my answer is 4 and greater number is 6. So square root of 2116 is 46. Let's repeat. So we divide our answer into two parts, P1 and P2. So my P2 is 4 or 6, as my number ends with 6. So possible values are 4 and 6. To determine P1, what we have done, we have taken out the two digits. We have ignored the last two digits of the number and we have taken out the rest of the part, which is 21. So 21 is basically between 4 square and 5 square. So we have taken the lower digit, which is 4. Now this part of answer is fixed. We have multiplied then 4 by the next consecutive digit, which is 5. The answer is 20. We have compared 20 and 21. So 21, since it is greater than 20, we have taken the larger digit between 4 and 6, which is 6. So my answer becomes 4 and 6, 46. So 2116, square root of 2116 is 46. Let's quickly try to find out square root of 6889. Let's divide our answer in two parts, P1 and P2. Since this number ends with 9, we can safely say last digit of our answer is either 3 or 7. To determine the first digit, let's ignore the last two digits. The number obtained is 68. So basically 68 falls between 64 and 81, which is 8 square and 9 square. I will take the lower one, which is 8. So first part of my answer is 8. Let's multiply this 8 by the next consecutive digit, which is 9. 8 into 9 is 72. Let's compare 68 and 72. So basically 68 is less than 72. Hence, we are going to take the lower digit between 3 and 7, which is 3. So my answer becomes 8 and 3. So basically the square root of 6889 is 83. Let's try to find out the square root of 1296. This is a bit tricky. So note down part 1 and part 2 of our answer. Since this number ends with 6, I can say part 2 of my answer is either 4 or 6. To find part 1, let's ignore these two and take rest of the number, which is 12. 12 basically falls between 9 and 16, which is 3 square and 4 square. So let's take the lower one, which is 3. So part 1 of my answer is 3. To find out the part 2, let's multiply this 3 by its next consecutive digit, which is 4. So 3 into 4 is 12. Now let's compare this 12 with this 12. So basically 12 is equal to 12. So whenever such a situation arises where both these numbers are equal, what we are going to do, we are going to take the largest digit, which is 6. So my answer here becomes 3 and 6, 36. The thing to remember is when we are comparing, if both numbers are equal, then take the larger digit. Let's take the final example in this series and try to find out the square of 14884. So I'm going to again take two parts, part 1, part 2. Since number ends with 4, I can say my answer ends with 2 or 8. To find out the part 1, I'll ignore this 2 digit and take rest of the number, which is 148. So basically 148, if you can see, 12 square is 144 and 13 square is 169. So 148 falls between 144 and 169. So lower digit is 12. So 12 is first part of my answer. Let's multiply this 12 by the next consecutive digit, which is 13. So it becomes 156. Now let's compare 156 with 148. So basically 148 is less than 156. Hence take the lower digit, which is 2. So my answer becomes this 12 and low digit, which is 2. So 122 is square root of 14884. So friends, you can see how easily you can find out square root of any perfect square. If you like our video, do not forget to subscribe our channel. Please hit like and share this video as possible as you can.